Sorry, I got cut off, but I just don't really get it. Like, why someone would really believe this type of stuff. Literally, people could be scamming people at this point. Like, I mean, there's plenty of people who start off this color in the winter, and then in the summer, with the darker photo, you look like that in the right photo. I've done that plenty of times. It depends on my lighting, and it also depends on the time of year. Sometimes I look much lighter than that, even, depending on the lighting. Same thing here. These two photos are definitely great examples of my skin tone change. One in the February, the other one in the August. Now, what I just don't get is like, why does anyone buy it? Like, why does anyone believe it? And why isn't there any skeptical behaviors towards it? Why would anyone just fall for it quickly? And I think the reason why people would fall for it more is because, in my personal experience, um, I have two responses to my color change. When I'm like these two color changes, this would pretty much be appropriate to proper lighting for me in my complexion change, basically, depending on February to August, my winter shade and my summer shade. I live in Vegas, so it's a lot more sun out here. But I've noticed that when people see me, even in Vegas, when people see me in the summertime, this shade, and then in the wintertime, I turn back to this shade on the right side, people tend to have the idea of bleaching, and they have some kind of anger towards me, as if, I caused it on myself. The thing is about this, I said this before. The other lady, this lady right here, said it took her 7 years to get to this shade. And this shade, she says she's between an NC42 and an NC44, which is like my natural shade. Um, so, I mean, she specifically took 7 years to accomplish that skin tone from a dark hue. And she started off at a hue of like about a skin type 5, which is much darker than me, and it took me 6 months to make the change between this to this, because it's a natural shade difference. I'm saying I'm losing a tan. And I think that's where the anger comes with dark skinned people sometimes, is because it takes them 7 years to get to my color. Well, it only takes me 6 months to get rid of my tan in sunny Nevada too. I don't know. I think actually, when I stay inside, it takes me much quicker to lose a tan, because I used to do these studies, and people, they would make us stay inside basically for like 9 days, a week, or whatever, and my tan would go away. I would look a lot lighter. I don't know if I completely recovered my skin in a week. Um, in those situations, or not really. I'd never really paid attention to my skin tone like that. But the point is, I recover my natural skin tone very quickly, while these people have to work very hard for it. And, many of the time I see a lot of the different hate comments I've gotten, and it's very similar to this girl. She never bleached her skin. She specifically says this, that she doesn't bleach her skin, and she's gotten comments like people saying she looked sick, she looked bleach, she didn't look right, her skin looked grayish and it's ugly and all this stuff. Um, she had a lot of hate like that, and I've gotten a lot of hate like that too. People would often try and accuse me of bleaching, especially at my lightest hue. And people always hate seeing me at my lightest skin tone, which is a major reason why, for me, I try to turn off the lights, try not show myself, different things, that I do to make sure that people don't actually see my skin tone, because I feel like things are going to be mismatched to them, and they're going to see a black person, but the black person doesn't have dark skin, so it's going to bother them because they're like, where's your dark skin, kind of thing, and then they'll think you bleached your skin. Because she specifically talked about that too, how being fully black, people will act like you're not supposed to be a lighter hue, um, but for Nigerian people, many Nigerian people actually are naturally light skinned, and brown skin. And I'm of Nigerian descent myself. I have some connection to some Fulani people as well. But yeah, it's just interesting. I think like those people who are so desperate to bleach their skin, they need to watch out because I mean like they're literally people who could be selling you products and they are just trying to get money out of you. Like their products might not even work because you know they might really naturally be a brown skinned girl. Someone like me could stumble upon these type of videos, make videos of their own like this, and try and come up with a product that specifically is to supposedly lighten your skin, but it really doesn't. It's just basically, you know, to get money out of you. So to me, I just am like, how do you even know these people are actually dark skinned women? Or are they just showing you a tanned complexion of theirs? I do believe some are and some aren't. You never know who is what on the internet. You don't know who's telling the truth or who's not. A photo's not going to prove you anything. Honestly, with this photo right here, I could literally use a photo where you use what's it called? It's a makeup it's a makeup app basically, and it makes your skin darker basically, and it makes your skin look like it's really dark. I've done it before. One of the content creators got really mad at me. Remember that whole beef I had with Bossy? She got mad at me because I literally made my skin darker on a makeup app. So to me, I mean, like you could literally do something like that, and this looks like you literally could do something like that here. You could. You could turn off the lights, make your skin a little bit darker, and then put like the dark, it's called Mocha Foundation, I think, on that app, and you put it on, and it just looks like you're a deep mahogany color. But you're not. It's just, they basically put like some kind of foundation on you. So you have basically like kind of like blackface, but you're black anyway, so it's not really blackface on this computerized. Um, so that's just something to think of, like for people like who are really desperate to do that. Don't believe everything you see on the internet. Also, personally, to me, I think this really helps me see how some of these people are, the darker skinned people, have a perspective towards people like my complexion. I never knew we were that different, that they can't get any lighter than someone like me, basically, that when they bleach, this is basically the end of the road after 7 years, you know, and, I remember when people would see me when I'm at my lightest hue, and then maybe it's like May or June, I'd be told like, please don't get rid of your skin tone and stuff like it's treasure or something. And I get it now because to them probably it's like they wouldn't be able to get that complexion without bleaching 7 years. That's pretty crazy. You know, I just never thought of it that way. I mean, I never thought anything special of brown skin anyway because I mean, like, it's a waste of time, really, honestly. What do you plan to achieve by having brown skin? Like what? It's not going to do you any good. White people still going to see you as a black person, whether you bleach to my color, to a brown complexion, to a light brown complexion, or whatever. You're not even light skin. They're still going to see you as a black person. I mean, like, I thought if you were bleaching and risking your life, at least you would be doing it to be looking white, possibly, so then you could supposedly get some power for being white, you know. But actually trying to just be brown skinned, dude, it's not worth it. Just please, come on now. And I don't understand why, after 7 years, that these people don't understand that you haven't gotten any further from being black. I mean, you've bleached your skin, you've risked your life, and you have gotten nowhere further from being black at this point. Just give the gig up. That's all I have to say. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, comment down below, and have a great day. Bye.